In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on November 13, 2024, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games, so 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start, if you would like to gain access to our best exclusive sports picks to take your journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below where we offer our best single picks, parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Boston Celtics versus Brooklyn Nets. The top 2 teams in the Atlantic Division are set to compete in a highly anticipated showdown in New York City, with each looking to secure a victory. On Wednesday night, the Boston Celtics will face off against the Brooklyn Nets on the Nets' home court. This marks the second of back-to-back games for Boston, who just played against the Atlanta Hawks at home on Tuesday. The Celtics entered that matchup fresh off a solid 113-107 road win over the Milwaukee Bucks on Sunday, where they successfully covered the spread as 5-point favorites. Meanwhile, Brooklyn narrowly edged out the New Orleans Pelicans with a 107-105 win on the road Monday night, also covering the spread as slight 1.5-point favorites. Historically, Boston holds a dominant 142-74 lead in their all-time regular season series against the Nets and has triumphed in the past 5 encounters. Boston remains somewhat short-handed as they continue to play without Kristaps Porzingis. Similarly, Brooklyn is dealing with its own injury concerns, with Bojan Bogdanovic and Dorian Finney-Smith out of the lineup. The Celtics are on the second night of back-to-back games after a close 117-116 loss to the Hawks on Tuesday. In back-to-back situations last season, the Celtics performed well overall, going 10-2 straight up when playing with 0 days of rest. However, their performance against the spread was a middling 6-6 in these scenarios. Recently, Boston has been struggling to build large leads, winning only 2 of their last 4 games, and failing to extend any game into a double-digit advantage. This recent stretch includes a narrow 108-104 win over the Nets in Boston, indicating that the 2 teams have been closely matched. The outcome of this matchup may heavily depend on which Boston players are active, as they are playing their 3rd game in 4 nights. Head coach Joe Mazzulla may opt for a conservative approach, potentially resting key players or limiting their minutes to avoid fatigue and injury. On the other hand, Brooklyn has injury issues of its own and has not shown the offensive firepower necessary to dominate even when their roster is fully healthy. The Nets do have a scheduling advantage with extra rest, and they competed well in the previous game against Boston. With the Celtics likely seeking redemption after their disappointing loss to Atlanta, they may come out with extra energy, but the Nets' home court and rest advantage, as well as their impressive 9-2 against the spread record this season, gives them the edge in this one. So the Brooklyn Nets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. The Celtics entered Tuesday night's game with the under hitting in 6 of their 11 games this season, posting a 6-4-1 record on the under. They currently rank 17th in the NBA in terms of tempo, with an average of 98.5 possessions per game, and they have been efficient in ball control, ranking 2nd in fewest turnovers with just 11.9 per game. Brooklyn, on the other hand, has also seen the under trend in their games, holding a 6-5 record on the under through 11 games this season. The Nets are one of the slowest teams in the league, ranking 29th in pace with only 96.7 possessions per game, and they struggle with turnovers, ranking 18th with 15.2 turnovers per game. In their first meeting last week, the 2 teams combined for just 212 points in a game that extended into overtime. Brooklyn's main strength lies in its defense, currently ranked 15th in the league in defensive efficiency, allowing 111 points per 100 possessions. Boston's defensive prowess is even stronger, ranking 5th in the league with a defensive rating of 105.9, establishing them as one of the top defensive teams in the NBA. Furthermore, Brooklyn plays at the 2nd slowest pace in the league with only 94.9 possessions per game, just ahead of the Los Angeles Clippers, who have the slowest pace at 94.5 possessions per game. Brooklyn is aware that their best strategy is to slow the game down and keep the pace controlled, aiming to disrupt the rhythm of a high-powered Boston team. Given that the Celtics are on the 2nd leg of a back-to-back, it is likely that Brooklyn's deliberate tempo will succeed. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. New Orleans Pelicans versus Oklahoma City Thunder. The injury-plagued New Orleans Pelicans are set to face off against the Oklahoma City Thunder in a Western Conference showdown on Wednesday night. Currently standing at 3-8, the Pelicans have struggled early this season, largely due to a long list of injured players, including their star forward Zion Williamson. This slew of setbacks has left the Pelicans struggling to find consistency as they navigate a challenging start to their campaign. New Orleans will be without several key players, with Jose Alvarado, DeJounte Murray, C.J. McCollum, and Zion Williamson all sidelined for this matchup. Oklahoma City, meanwhile, will be missing Chet Holmgren but remains comparatively healthier. The Thunder's defensive strength, driven by the relentless pressure applied by Shai Gilgeous-Alexander and Luguentz Dort on the perimeter, gives them a notable advantage. The Pelicans have been erratic on offense, struggling with both three-point shooting and controlling turnovers. Oklahoma City's ability to generate turnovers and capitalize on them with fast break points could help them dominate the pace, particularly if New Orleans can't find rhythm in their half-court sets. For the Pelicans, this season has been an uphill battle as injuries have depleted nearly their entire starting lineup. In stark contrast, the Thunder have kept a mostly healthy roster and have shown impressive form, recently defeating the Clippers behind a season-high 45-point performance from Gilgeous-Alexander. The Thunder's health and strong form make them a formidable opponent, especially against a Pelicans team lacking offensive firepower and continuity. The Pelicans have lost 8 of their last 10 games, and their poor record against the spread reflects their struggles, failing to cover in 9 of those games. Conversely, the Thunder have proven their capabilities, winning 8 of their last 10 matchups against the Pelicans and covering the spread in 7 of those games. While Oklahoma City enters this game as a sizable favorite, the line reflects a confidence in the Thunder's ability to maintain their momentum and capitalize on the Pelicans' challenges. Betting on the Pelicans, given their injury issues and recent struggles, is risky at best. Making the Oklahoma City Thunder to win and cover the spread as favorites is our full game side pick. The Pelicans' offensive woes are evident in their ranking of just 27th in scoring among NBA teams this season. Injury has sidelined 5 of their top 6 scorers, a loss of firepower that was clear in their recent loss to the Nets, where they managed only 105 points and went scoreless in the game's final 2 minutes. Meanwhile, the Thunder's offensive prowess has placed them 6th in the league in scoring, with substantial gains in offensive efficiency. Defensively, they are now leading the NBA in both scoring defense and field goal defense. Given that the Pelicans ranked 26th in pace, it's unlikely they will succeed in speeding up the game or scoring heavily on the fast break. With these factors in mind, under the projected total is our full game total pick. Los Angeles Clippers versus Houston Rockets. The Los Angeles Clippers are set to compete against the Houston Rockets in an anticipated game on Wednesday evening. This matchup will see the Clippers, who are on an impressive 4-game winning streak until they fell in a high-scoring battle against the Oklahoma City Thunder on Monday. So far, the Clippers have shown resilience on the road with a solid 3-1 record. Meanwhile, the Rockets recently extended their winning streak to 2 games following a comfortable victory over the Washington Wizards. Houston has demonstrated strength at home, posting a 4-2 record on their court this season. The Clippers will continue to play without their star forward, Kawhi Leonard, who remains sidelined. On the other side, the Rockets have their own roster concerns as they monitor the status of Fred VanVleet and Steven Adams, both of whom are currently listed as questionable for this game. Notably, Houston has been dominant at home, winning 4 of their last 5 games by double-digit margins. This strength on their home floor has been key to their success. They have excelled at forcing turnovers and controlling their defensive boards, limiting the Clippers' second-chance opportunities and keeping Los Angeles' offense in check. Houston's offensive strategy includes a substantial reliance on mid-range shots, with 28.6% of their attempts coming from this area. This plays to their advantage since the Clippers rank near the bottom of the league at 28th in defending mid-range shots. If the Rockets can maintain high free throw frequency and strong ball control, they'll be positioned for a productive offensive performance. Before their recent setback against the Thunder, the Clippers had been playing excellent basketball, and the Rockets have similarly been one of the league's hotter teams, building a strong recent form. Both teams appear evenly matched, yet Houston's recent home performance has been particularly convincing, with 3 consecutive double-digit wins on their own court. The Clippers' reliable road record at 3-1 offers reason to consider them, yet the Rockets, who appear healthier and deeper, have gained momentum by winning 4 of their last 5 games. Additionally, they have held 3 of their last 5 opponents under 100 points, indicating a cohesive and efficient defensive approach. Given the current line, the Houston Rockets Rockets to win and cover the spread as favorites as our full game side pick. Defensively, the Clippers and Rockets both rank within the NBA's top 10, underscoring their ability to stymie opposing offenses. While the Clippers possess an arsenal of offensive talent, they have averaged slightly over 110 points per game and tend to play at a slow pace, ranking 27th in the NBA in tempo and attempting the fewest field goals per game. The Rockets have also struggled with shooting efficiency this season and have leaned heavily on their defensive play to keep scoring in check. Like the Clippers, Houston favors a slower pace, placing them 25th in the NBA in tempo. Both teams have a 7-4 record for games finishing under the total through 11 games, reinforcing the low-scoring tendencies of their matchups. Both teams rank among the league's 10 slowest-paced teams and take pride in strong defensive performances. The Clippers allow the 6th fewest points per game, while the Rockets rank even higher, allowing the 3rd fewest. Houston's shooting efficiency currently ranks 2nd lowest in the league, which could allow the Clippers' defense to limit their scoring opportunities. Additionally, the Clippers struggle with free throw shooting, ranking 25th in that category, and have the 29th worst turnover rate, wasting numerous scoring chances. As a result, under the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.